Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Set for football now on a sunny afternoon in the second city. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their and let out the quarterback.
Game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
On first down, it's Moon. A short throw taken in by Long. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. To throw, Moon. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Complete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Bears take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box. Calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a man who made his name as a St. Louis Ram. It's Marshall Faulk. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Willis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. On his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Moon. Here's a screen to Powell. And this
Screen was a little slow in developing, but that one down with a gain.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here, and the spot will be inside the 35. Chicago works their way back onto the field of the game. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll start this drive out on the
nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls. Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. Second down, Peterson again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Again, Peterson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run over center with Peterson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Adrian Peterson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Willis looks to pass it here. Forced out to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now Willis to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Going on 4th down. Here's Willis. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Moon. That's caught by Irvin. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Moon to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Donald Parham from 10 yards out. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Willis. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. But how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like.
This is caught inside the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give inside for Falk. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Bears! Sam Laporta, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have cut the lead back down to 2. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They're going to try and run. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this game.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the gun, here's Moon. Pass complete there to Nacua.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Henry To'o there on the tackle. 2nd and 9. Now Moon. A short throw taken in by Long. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here's Moon. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Moon. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Long.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Rams go victory formation. Take the knee. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean, partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field. set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Willis going to look to throw first play.
He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Willis out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here we go. Set. 70.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. If he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't go.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
Back to throw, Willis.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Willis looking to throw it. Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Devin Hester, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's Willis. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They'll give to Falk up the middle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Willis will look to throw it. We saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Fighting his way through contact. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw, here's Willis. That is caught by Laporta. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run for it here with Falk. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Marshall Falk, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Willis' throw pulled in by Gronkowski.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now Willis to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
And incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. What do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis.
Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Riley Moss takes him down defensively.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Willis.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On third down, Barkley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That's taken it around the 40.
good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
To the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That's complete to Laporta. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On the give, here's Falk. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marshall Falk, touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here.
Then on that play right there, they continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
KC's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw, here's Willis. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to throw, Willis. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Henry To'oTo'o there to bring him down defensively. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Willis got to have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st down, Willis. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Willis's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. Willis looking to throw it. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Willis to throw once more. That's caught. It's Gronkowski for a Chiefs touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
That's to the tight end, Laporta. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Marshall Faulk taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Here comes 2nd down. Now Willis. He's going to let it fly. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Going deep for Hopkins. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
Rest of our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long.